Welcome to this Ready to Craft. In this video, I will show you how to create custom storage boxes using Readi-Board. Before I begin, I've already determined how large I want my box to be. I'm going to be working with a 12-inch by 12-inch by 12-inch box. Start by cutting out the base of your box. To label my pieces to keep organized. When you're cutting out your sides, keep in mind that you have to take into account the thickness of your baseboard. I also have to take into account the thickness of the front and back boards while cutting these other two sides. Cut out all your pieces. I'm using shower grommets to give my final project a finished look. I'll determine where I want them to sit and draw myself some guides. The pack of grommets that I bought came with this template, which I'll use to help draw my circle. Then cut out the holes. You may need to cut from the back as well. Begin assembly. To begin, I like to use a small amount of hot glue to get the side in place. Then I'll run a bead of hot glue along the inside seam. Once you have all the sides attached to the base, run hot glue along where the sides meet. Now I'm going to prep my fabric. Because I want the bottom edge to be seamless, I'm going to make sure my covering is one piece. If you wanted to conserve fabric, you could cut individual pieces for each side. I'm going to start by marking my center. Then I'll work outwards. My center square will be 12 inches by 12 inches to correspond with the base. I'll make sure I add additional length to the sides. This material will wrap over and cover the top edge. Once I have everything plotted out, I will cut my material. I've covered my work area to protect it from adhesive. Because my fabric has a print, I've made sure to line it up with the front of my box, the side that we cut the holes in. I'll begin by attaching the bottom first. I'm using this utility knife just to weigh down my fabric. Apply a layer of spray adhesive to both the foam and the fabric. Then I'll use a scrap piece of foam board to help smooth everything down. When you're working with spray adhesive, make sure you are in a well-ventilated area. I'll keep working in sections, making sure to smooth down my fabric as I go. things line up perfectly because I've got some ribbon to cover the edges. Now that my sides are attached, I'm going to use white glue to finish it off. I'm also going to paint white glue on the fabric where my holes are. This will make the fabric easier to cut, and it will help prevent any fraying. Make sure you go a little further out than the actual edge of your hole. Allow all the glue to dry completely. Now that it's nice and dry, we're going to cut our holes out. It's a little tricky to do at this angle, but you get the idea. Begin covering my edges. I've made sure to choose a ribbon that matches my fabric and is wide enough to wrap around the corners. I'm simply going to use hot glue to attach these. Make sure you leave a little extra at the end to wrap around and cover the top edge. I'm going to fold the ribbon at the corner to make sure it looks clean. Once I have all my corners covered, I'm going to move to the inside of the box. I'm going to use the same ribbon to cover the rough edge of my fabric. pinpoint a finished look, I'm going to fold the cut edge of the ribbon under and then glue it into place. My foam board is too thick to use the grommets as they were originally intended. Instead, I'm going to glue them into place. You could use additional grommet pieces on the inside. I personally am not going to worry about it since the inside of the storage box doesn't get looked at much. I will add a little bit more glue just to make sure everything is secure. Finally, we're going to create a handle. I found this really nice rope when I was purchasing ribbon. I decided to wrap the rope around 3 times to create my handle. To prevent fraying, I'm going to wrap a piece of tape around the rope before I cut it. There you have it, super simple, super easy custom storage boxes. If you try this craft out, we'd love to see it. Our social media links can be found in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If there's a foam board craft that you'd like to see a ready to craft of, let us know in the comments.